Hello, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of The Basement. Coming to you a little early because Saturday, it turns out, is going to be very busy. I am currently joined by two very wet cats that just got given baths. And in addition to that, as always, I'm joined by Trevor.
I am not a wet cat.
I beg to differ. I'd like to have you prove to me that you are not, because proving a negative is challenging.
That's very, very true. I'll have to rethink this argument.
I am so excited for this episode because we have got an amazing guest. We have got multi-championshiped William Bibbiani, who you may know from the movie Trivia Schmodown and his incredible career there. But honestly, the way you need to know him is through Salt Cat Soap, the soap that you should go and buy. We're going to make sure we get a link to that in the comments and in the description box. But let's bring on William Bibbiani.
Hi, my cat is dry as a post, but he's here and he's ready to go mushy, like when cats go mushy.
Oh yeah, like when they're all liquid inside.
Yeah, they're all mushy. Well, like or when they're kneading, like.
Oh yeah.
And the cat's just like, it's okay. I'll put you down. Hello.
Oh my gosh. Show us a bar of soap, please.
Oh, please.
I must
okay,
start
this
out
is
with
actually
soap.
cool. This is actually okay. So, Salt Cat Soap is the soap store my partner M. Lapis de Silva and I run on Etsy. We're on Twitter and Instagram. You can find links there. And I heard there's going to be one of the thing. We have a lot of the soaps that we design. We design them ourselves. Most of them are done by Michelle. But we've got some really cool stuff here. Let's see what we got. So this right here, this one smells absolutely phenomenal. This is a gingerbread latte hard soap. This is part of our new holiday collection. As you can see, it's got a gold shine on it. Really like that one a lot. Let's see what we got here. We got, excuse me. This is our glowing ghost soap. And if I could turn the lights off enough, you could see that this actually does glow in the dark. But unfortunately, I got like a window open to outside. But yeah, you leave it outside in the light for a little while, and then you turn off the lights in the bathroom, and it glows really pretty, and it's really, really cool. This is our top seller ever, by the way. People really like that.
It's basically our nightlight in our hall bathroom.
Yeah.
Because it glows so well.
We've actually heard reports that people were legitimately scared. Like they were like, is the soap supposed to be glowing? But yes, it is 100% safe. It's really, really nice. And this is we actually have a Black Friday sale coming up for Thanksgiving. If you want to get a jump start on the holidays, by all means, come by now. But we're going to have some exclusive stuff, including this gold ornament soap, which actually has flakes of gold leaf in it. And you can see some depth in there, I think. Let's see if we can get the...
Ooh, what? Yeah. How's that scented?
This, let me see what we got here. So this one, Michelle made these. Cognac and chocolate bitters fragrance oil. So it's going to have a nice sort of Christmas by the fireplace kind of vibe. It's really, really great. So these are gorgeous. They're really, really nice. And we got a ton of other stuff there too, some of which have been designed by me. Most of them designed by Michelle. We got lotions. We got bath salts. We got stickers.
We have shaving products as well, on like shaving cream.
We have a shaving. We don't have like shampoo or shaving creams. However, we do sell those in bar form. And I actually designed, and I think we still have some on the store, a shaving bar. It lathers up a lot more than a typical soap. That is scented with coffee and honey, and it just smells like you just had like a delicious a cup of coffee while you're. Because I figure if you're gonna like put a razor next to your face, it would be nice if it at least smelled nice. So like, I figure something in the morning, wake me up, boom, boom. Nicely done. So we sell those in bar form.
You guys should definitely go check it out. Incredibly well-priced soaps for what you get. Also, you're supporting a small business and somebody who's just really cool. And he has a cat, and I put my cat sticker on my cat's treats.
Our cat is our logo. This is our holiday sticker, which is available as well. All of our stickers and things are designed by my partner, M. Lapis de Silva. So, yeah. We got that.
We do have a question. Is the soap for cats or people?
The soap is for people. Making soap products for pets is tricky, which is why it's actually, you don't see a lot of those soap products just on the shelves at all, like that are designed just for animals. because you can't. Also, we can't test on cats either. That would be like irresponsible. So it is for people, but it is soap. It's safe. We don't add like a lot of that. A lot of the soaps that you get in like stores from like major companies, what they'll do is they'll often like remove elements of the soap that allow it to hydrate you, the glycerin, and then they'll put that in the lotion, so the soap will dry you out and you have to buy the lotion in order to get your skin back to where it needs to be. But if you don't make the soap that way and you just make it right the first time, that's less of an issue. So we've got these wonderfully hydrating soaps. I actually have a mild soap allergy to most mainstream manufactured soaps. So if I have to, use just typical stuff, nothing weird like Dial or whatever. If I have to use that for more than a few days, I start getting like, kind of a rash. That has never been an issue since we started making soap here. So it's been really, really great.
By the way, I want to make sure I bring this comment up. No, Nick, I hope this is a joke question, but you definitely cannot use regular soap to wash your pets. They have pet safe products that are made. Like this cat uses an oat-based lemon verbena, all naturally scented shampoo made specifically for cats. Also, be sure you look. Dog shampoos cannot always be used on cats. Make sure it says it's cat safe if you have a cat. This one over here, she has a prescription shampoo from the doctor because she has skin allergies that are really flaring right now, so she's not in a good way. But yeah, please don't use regular soap to wash your pet.
Animals have very special needs, and we're not trying to get in on that market because we want to make sure if we did that, we'd do that correctly. So we're not doing that right now. But please go to a pet store; they'll have options there. You just don't typically see them at a supermarket because they're just less common.
Also,
by the way,
Simon in the chat, no, don't test the soap on Trevor. Let's not do that.
I'm not opposed to this.
I am actually. So
okay.
I don't know why Trevor's parents still allow him to associate with me. He has the best parents, though. He really does.
Aw. Well, it's a pleasure to be with you, Trevor. Thank you so much.
And lurking in the background, we have Dan Merle in his natural environment.
I thought you were saying Dan Merle was in that Spider-Man costume. It's just like lurking behind Trevor. Okay.
Also,
hi, Dan.
Hello. How's it going?
It's good to see you, Dan.
Good to see you.
Yeah.
Our paths have not crossed this season, I know. And then, we haven't. Well, we'll be there for Spectacular. So we're like a big family reunion. We're looking forward to it.
That's cool. We should have like an underground trivia match in the basement of the building.
I agree.
Completely off the books. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
Yeah. All 5
We're
pointers.
very much at home in the basement, so that works.
Hey.
I like that idea.
Thank you. I would love to have. I would love to have like be like no holds barred, like just have like the underground trivia tournament, like where everyone's like using like pickaxes against each other. It's like, no. Robert Mitchum played Max Cady in the original Cape Fear.
I like it.
First rule of basement trivia is you don't talk about basement trivia.
Well, I just
every time you get a question wrong, you get like axed.
Yeah. I've suggested stuff like that. It never ends up happening.
Too bad.
Yeah.
Legal. Ugh.
Well, I'll be watching the Streamlabs. If people want to donate, I'll be sure that everyone's notified when a Streamlab comes in. We have 2 new subscribers just since the show started.
Hey!
Oh, that's great.
Wow.
If anyone wants to ask a question of our special guest, though, please send in your Streamlabs. He has lots of answers to lots of questions, so I imagine this could be great.
Some of them are right.
Most of them are right. Look at your Schmodown career.
I look at my Schmodown career against Dan. It can come back to me.
Wow.
Dan is a singular animal. Look at my Schmodown career against Mike. See, we all have our person.
We all have our Dan.
Yep.
In a bad way, and in a good way, I guess.
I have Dan in a good way.
You have Dan in a good way. I have Dan in a bad way. He's my nemesis. Never properly defeated Dan in my life, and I don't know if I'll ever get to. And it hurts me. There's some time. I'm getting so old. I'm 39. I'm out. I'm spent. Honestly, what more is there for me? Honestly, there are no more worlds left to conquer.
I'm less than 2 months away from being your age, so.
Then in 2 months we'll talk.
Yes, exactly. That's true.
Right now,
that's true.
Right now,
2
it's
months
your
we'll
game.
talk.
Yeah.
Hey, come on.
no
Look
comment on
at
age.
look at one of the goats of the Schmodown, John Roca. I will not divulge his age, but I think we all safely know he's over 40. If he can compete in the Schmodown, you've got many years left in the Schmodown, my friend.
Yeah, but that just means I have to like threaten to retire for like the next 5 years. John, if you're watching, I love you.
We do. We love
you
you,
very
John. Speaking of actually, I didn't even plan this. So John Roca and actually JTE we all did something at the same time over this past Veterans Day. We went and in the theaters, we saw the director's cut, Rocky versus Drago of Rocky IV. And because I make thumbnails now, because I learned how to use Photoshop better, I figured that we had to talk about it because sometimes I want to drive the car. And it's actually kind of neat because Dan and I have seen it. Now, William Bibbiani, of course, has seen Rocky IV. Duh. He hasn't seen the director's cut yet. And Trevor hasn't seen any of it. He has not seen Rocky IV in any capacity whatsoever.
I have seen Rocky. I have seen Creed. Nothing past that in the RCU.
Everything between Rocky and Creed is just like an interquel. You know, it's like it takes place between like Fast and the Furious 2 and like Fast and Furious 6. You know, it's all just like we're gonna get back around to it, so it's fine. Does that make any sense? Am I just
no? It did.
No,
I got the Fast.
All right, cool. Yeah, because the middle they all take place.
Yeah, and then it's a prequel. Yeah, no, I got it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Yeah, wasn't funny or nothing, but at least I said some stuff.
Well, I gotta say though, just in general, because we don't want to give away all of the really neat stuff that was done to it. Not that there's really spoilers, but some massive changes were made. Some for the best, one I think slightly for the worst, but that's because I'm just a sucker for the 1980s. Like I was born 10 years too late. I should have been born in the 70s, so I could have grown up in the 80s because I love the 80s. But overall, though, Dan and I, we both really liked it, right?
Yeah, it's a different version of the movie. I still very much like the original version for what it is, which is just a steaming example of the 80s. I mean, it just is.
I thought you're going to go with a different word after steaming.
No. It's like piping hot from the 80s oven. And this is a more thoughtful version of the movie. Again, I think it's interesting. It's sort of like the X-Men, the road cut of Days of Future Past, which is that I enjoy Days of Future Past, but the road cut I think also very interesting in its own right. So I thought it was a very, very unique way to look at the movie. They even did some stuff with the end that I thought, even were some interesting choices.
Because they took out Polly's robot, but now there's a big reveal that Polly was a robot.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, he is an android in the movie. It was a very interesting. I think they're going for like the Marvel audience. I'm not really sure.
I thought they were trying to interconnect it with the Matrix. That was the vibe I got.
I've always had this
maybe
weird,
Ex Machina. Like we're seeing that.
I've always had this
universe.
Rocky relationship with Rocky 4 because I love Rocky. I love Rocky 2, and I really love Rocky 3. And then Rocky 4 happens, and there's a lot to enjoy about Rocky 4, but the entire tone of it, the original cut, was so much more arch and kind of over the top. Not just a robot, but like Drago with his like incredible like Russian cyborg technology and the incredibly melodramatic death of I won't tell you, but someone dies. And then at the end, when Rocky, this is not a spoiler, when Rocky defeats Drago, in Russia, the Russians cheer for Rocky, which when the first time I saw this movie, I'm like, this is the least believable thing in the movie. This movie has a robot in it. My theory for many, many, many years, and Creed 2 kind of ruined it, and I'm really mad about that, is Rocky 4 was not the story of what happened to Rocky. Rocky 4 is a movie Rocky Balboa starred in about his own life in the 1980s. Rocky Balboa, as we have established, mostly in Rocky 2, has terrible taste. Just absolutely, it's one of the most lovable things about him. He doesn't have good taste in clothes or cars or nothing. He probably has terrible taste in movies too. So when the opportunities came, like many action, like many sports stars, to go to Hollywood, and they said, "Hey, Rock, why don't you be in this movie?" And Rock's just like, "Oh, okay. Can I like stop the Cold War? Because I think that's pretty bad." And they're like, "Yeah, sure, Rocky. We were gonna do this like really serious thing about that time your friend died." It's like, "No, we could do that too." I'm like, "Oh, okay, Rock. Anything else you want in there? Robots? Okay, Rock." And then they just made this movie, and that's this like fake movie in the Rocky universe that isn't actually like kind of some of the stuff happened, but not really. And now it's just canon. So I was kind of bummed out about it when Creed 2 just made it canon.
That's fair. Huh. That's totally fair.
Yeah. That's
I having not seen Rocky 4, I'm here for it.
Okay.
Like I'm here for that idea. So, but Mara, so you were saying that I should still watch the original version of Rocky 4 before seeing the director's cut.
I think you should, because I actually think it's easier to see the differences having seen the original theatrical cut first, and also to really just experience what it was. But I'd love to know if anybody disagrees. I think he should watch the original before the director's cut.
I generally think that see whatever cut you want, really. I mean, it's not going to make a big difference, but when I like to see different versions of something, I typically like to see the version everyone else saw so that I can appreciate what happened with the director's cut. Like, if you ever get a chance to watch the actual theatrical cut of Blade Runner, you will appreciate the director's cut a million times more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Times, because that theatrical cut is not good. Like, at all. No. So,
it's just also so confusing because there's like 9 cuts.
yeah. Basically, just watch the original cut, and then whatever the most recent one Ridley Scott decided to mess with, and you're fine. But
so
yeah,
I have the final cut on Blu-ray. I still haven't watched it.
Yeah,
it's a very good cut.
Yeah,
and then depending on the edition you have, that might come with the original theatrical, which is really weird. I was lucky. I was when I was in film school, they had a series of screenings at UCLA. It was called like the films that inspired us, and they would bring in Curtis Hanson, who was like in charge of the UCLA archive at the time, would bring in famous actors and filmmakers to screen in 35 millimeter the film that inspired them to make movies. And then they would talk about it afterwards. So you had like Sean Penn came in and showed Minnie and Moskowitz, but Christopher Nolan came in. And this is before he'd done Batman, so he was still like kind of an indie darling, but not like the biggest thing ever. And he wanted to screen the original theatrical cut of Blade Runner because that was the only version he could see for a really long time. And so that was really, really cool to see like a 35 millimeter print of this version of the movie that Ridley Scott would really rather no one ever saw again. It felt like we were doing something wrong. It felt like we were like hurting Ridley, but what he doesn't know doesn't hurt him. He's not watching, is he?
That was actually something that I really liked about that experience with the director's cut, was actually just seeing it on the big screen, period, because I love the theatrical experience. We're lucky that for us, it's very safe for us to go to theaters right now because of, sadly, low attendance. And also I've been fully vaccinated and boosted. But man, I was so glad the audience we did have, very animated, very into the movie. We were all rocking soundtracks, great, got some bangers on there. Everyone clapped at the end. It was so joyous. And they actually had an interview with Sylvester Stallone beforehand, and I thought that it was just, he made some really wonderful remarks about he chose to do this on Veterans Day because he always has talked about the warrior spirit and how that was infused into the Rocky character, etc. But that really, it made Veterans Day like really great, as well as, oh, by the way, I'm so happy to announce that I reached my stretch goal of $1,000 for the Disabled American Veterans 5K fundraiser on Veterans Day with an anonymous donation of $315. I don't know who it was. I may never know, and that's totally fine. I sent them a profusely emotional thank you email, but I have no idea who it is. So if you're watching, thank you so much.
If it was me, I would have told you. I'll tell that right now. So it's not me, but whoever it is, thank you. That's really awesome.
That's incredible.
But yeah.
Well, congrats.
Thank you. Well, Trevor, I would love to ask you just a small series of yes or no questions about Rocky IV.
Yeah.
that did these things happen in the movie or did they not happen in the movie?
Okay.
Dan, would you like to actually read our first one?
Of course, I would love to. Let's see here. The first one is we were just discussing the robot. So in the theatrical cut, the original cut of Rocky IV, does this happen or does it not happen? Polly's robot brings him a birthday cake with his own face on it. Does that happen in the theatrical cut of Rocky IV, or did we make it up?
Okay, so I'm trying to judge Bibbiani's laugh here of if this is like a laugh of like really you're trying to convince him that this happened.
What I
like,
love
that
about
was
this,
so
there's so many individual, like it's so detailed that like one thing could be off. Like maybe it's not Polly's face, maybe it's the robot's face. Everything else is right.
I'm gonna say that this does happen.
Yes, that does happen. That's
Okay.
actually how the robot is introduced. Yes.
That's how it's introduced.
Yeah, it comes in and it says "Happy Birthday, Polly."
And it's all badass.
Yeah,
It's got like cool
got,
music that plays. Like,
yeah.
oh god, it's so ridiculous.
Okay.
yeah.
I love that robot so much.
All right, you're 1 for
It'd
1
be-
right now, Trevor.
It would be funny if I lied and I'd actually seen the movie like 10 times.
It's
Oh,
a long
Trevor,
con. It's a long
you're
con.
not capable of that much deceit. You're too pure. Trevor. All right, well, let's see how you do. You're 1 for 1.
Okay.
Second item. Polly spits on a statue of Karl Marx outside the arena where the fight is taking place. Did this happen or did we make it up?
Okay, again, this sounds like it could. I'm gonna say that this is false.
It did, in fact, not occur.
That really does
and
happen.
I
Okay.
wish it had. I really wish it had.
It's so in character for me. You actually like gave me the Mandela effect here, where I was like,
Yeah.
"Wait, that happens, right? That's totally something Polly would do."
It's something Polly would do. Yeah,
It
Yeah,
does
but
sound
no.
like something Polly would do, but that
Yeah.
feels even like too over the top.
He like spits
for-
on downtown Los Angeles in Rocky 3. You're telling me you're not going to spit on the fucking okay?
All right, Dan, you're up.
Adrian gets into a fight with Ivan Drago's wife and gives her a left hook.
Okay,
Pow, right in the kisser.
this happened.
By the way, do you know who plays Ivan Drago's wife?
I do not.
This would be
Red
a
Sonja
showdown
herself,
between
Brigitte
Talia
Nielsen.
Shire and
Oh,
Brigitte Nielsen.
Mm.
If it happened, which it does not happen in Rocky IV.
That would have been the coolest
Correct.
thing
It does
ever.
not happen.
That would have been in every
Oh, okay.
trailer. That would've
Also,
been in every
Red Sonja is like probably one of the worst films I've ever seen.
And it's the first live action Marvel movie.
Well, they really
People-
started out with a low
Yeah.
bar.
People say it's
I
Howard
could
the
see
Duck,
that
but
happening, though.
Especially Red Sonja.
In Rocky
Yeah.
IV, like, yo, Adrian, looks like you're the southpaw in this family. You know, it's something that would definitely happen.
No, it's actually, again, you're writing a better version of Rocky 4 in some way.
Yes, exactly.
It's starting to make me mad.
Maybe Dan should have done the director's cut.
Clearly.
All right, did this happen or did this not happen?
I don't
3
know.
montages in a row take place, all to different songs.
Okay, this 100% happened in like every Rocky movie.
Well,
That
it
is
happens a
correct.
lot in this movie.
Yes, 3 in a
Even
row
Rocky had a
consecutively.
montage.
That is true.
But that soundtrack, seriously, it has some bangers on it. You should look it
Oh,
up.
yeah.
Oh, serious bangers, and they are all intact in the director's cut. I will.
Oh,
Yes.
good.
They are
He
all
knows what
intact.
side his bread is buttered on. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
I've never heard that before. I like that.
Oh, really? Okay.
All right, Dan.
Oh, is it my turn? Oh, it is my turn.
Yeah.
Okay. Apollo Creed. You know Apollo Creed. You've seen the first one.
Yeah.
Apollo Creed shares a stage with singer James Brown. Does this
Do
happen?
you know who James
Or
Brown
does
is?
this
I
not
guess we should
happen?
leave with
Oh,
that.
no.
I have no clue who James Brown is.
What?
Oh my God.
goodness.
Oh,
my
dear.
Oh, God, I'm
he's,
so old.
He sang "I Feel Good." Papa's got a
Chadwick
brand new
Boseman played
bag.
Oh,
Get
okay.
On Up.
Yep, get on up.
Yeah.
Oh, got it. Okay, yes, I have seen.
Yes.
I've seen Get On Up.
Oh,
so
then
I
you know
do
who
know
James
what
Okay.
that is.
Yes, James Brown.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Hi, Muffin.
I wasn't familiar with the name immediately, but I have seen
Ugh.
Get On Up. I'm familiar with that
Ugh.
performance. Also, a very good performance.
Amazing performance. Should have been Oscar nominated. Oh, God.
I 100% agree.
Okay.
Okay, did that happen? That I feel like that happened.
Is performing the original song "Living in America." Yes, it does happen. Apollo Creed does share a stage with James Brown.
It is epic.
It really is.
Someone suggested to me online today, like, "Hey, you should do this James Brown Apollo Creed entrance at the Schmodown someday." And I'm like, nah, maybe we see the rest of the movie first before I do that one.
That's true. Maybe that's not the best one.
That might not be the best.
All right. Got another Apollo Creed one here, Trevor.
Okay.
Apollo Creed shares a swimming pool with his family dogs.
Wait, what?
Like, imagine if he was in a swimming pool with his family of dogs, like several dogs in like a pool.
Swimmy dogs.
I don't know. I feel like this is so... I'm gonna say it happened.
It did, and it's adorable. He has, I think, 3 or 4 dogs, and they're just in the pool, and he's got like 17 tennis balls, and he's trying to get one dog to come in the pool, and the dog's like, I don't want to go in the pool again. It's really cute.
He has a TV outside that he's watching by the pool, which is not like today's. It's not like today where, you know, you just put a tablet outside and there's Wi-Fi. Like, you've got to get an extension cord out there. He's watching TV by the pool.
It was the height
in
of
the
luxury.
pool. It was. All right. Next one. Ivan Drago breaks down in tears and hugs Rocky at the end of the film. Does this happen or does it not happen?
In which version?
In the theatrical version.
Well, weren't they both theatrical? You mean like the original?
Well, the original.
The original.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, got it.
The non-director's cut version.
Yeah.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Does Ivan
I'm
Drago break
going
down
to
in tears
say
and hug Rocky at the end?
that doesn't happen.
It's like you've seen the movie, Trevor, because you're correct. It does not happen.
Drago doesn't cry. Drago has had his tear ducts surgically removed by the state.
That felt I don't know. It felt like something that like wouldn't have, especially for that movie. Feels like not a thing that would happen.
Oh, trust me, there are some things at the end of that movie that are wildly unrealistic.
Okay.
All right. Rocky runs to the top of a mountain and screams Drago at the top of his lungs.
A mountain.
This definitely happened.
Yeah, it sure did.
Yeah, you bet.
Yeah,
it did.
No, like
You
I
bet
can
it
picture
happened.
it like that 100% happens.
Yeah.
Drago.
And then just Drago. It just cuts to Drago. Someone else like, what?
Drago.
What? What is it? What?
I believe that is at the end of montage number 3.
Yes. By the way, I noticed something that I've seen this movie, it's got to be like 30 times. But when we were watching the director's cut, I noticed something I've never noticed for the first time. When he's training in the barn, if you look, there's a cow, like a steer with like big old, like a longhorn, just watching him. And it's you can tell it's a real cow because it's just like kind of very slightly moves and its big old adorable little eyes just kind of follow him. And he's being like watched by this big cow the whole time.
They should have built on that, and then like when he comes out into the ring, he's got the cow with him, and the cow's got a little jacket on.
Yeah, we had multiple
It's
Dragos coming from the chat.
Hey, yo, I think we should put a cow in here. It's just that's some verisimilitude to the rest of the movie.
Hey, Paulie, the cow put in the work, as the least he could do. Like, I feel bad punching all of his buddies in the freezer all these years.
Oh, man. I know a lot of it's nostalgia, and I'm not blind about it, but man, that movie, because I love the 80s. I love that movie. Love it so much.
Trevor, are you aware that there was once an action figure for Rocky that was literally just the slab of beef from the original film? And you could buy it. It's not like it comes with Rocky. You have to buy it separately.
Oh, cat.
And it wasn't even like that long ago. It wasn't even at the time. They put it out later.
I was not aware.
The demand was there. Oh, kitty.
Who bought that?
I was tempted, but yeah, there's some things even I won't do.
That's yeah.
I don't know why I'm remembering this. My dad used to joke, but I happen to know it was true. That when he was growing up, he was so poor that they would get him for Christmas a plastic bag, and they would call it an Invisible Man hand puppet.
Wow. Yeah.
That was confirmed by my grandparents. That's an actual thing. They were cruel people. That's a terrible gift.
Ow.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm very, very tight right now. Although not the kind of cool tight like the pitch meeting guy. That's a different kind.
Being cool tight like the pitch meeting guy is tight.
Yes. I love those videos. I love them so much.
I only just got into those recently. Like somehow they passed by me for years.
Oh, well, watching them is super easy. Barely an inconvenience.
It's barely an inconvenience, yeah.
I've been watching them for like 3-4 years now. I love them so much.
Yeah. It sucks every once in a while. You like completely disagree about the movie, but the vast majority of the time he's like really spot on, and you're like, yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't take kindly to The Last Jedi. I was like, hey, that's actually good, and you're being mean.
I actually loved. I hadn't seen. I've been relatively unplugged lately. I hadn't seen online that a lot of people had suggested Eternals being had it been a Disney Plus series rather than a feature-length film, and I heard it first from him in his pitch meeting for Eternals, and I was just like, oh, mind blown. And then I realized, oh, every single person is saying it, and I'm really behind the curve.
my counter argument for that is, hey, did you all actually watch the TV series The Inhumans?
Fair.
Did not. I remember when it was coming out. I heard it's not good.
We had to watch it for my show Canceled Too Soon. We reviewed TV shows that lasted only one season or less. It is abysmal.
It's horrible.
It's a spectacularly bad television series. So I can see them maybe not wanting to just basically do the other version of The Inhumans as a TV series. Makes sense to me.
What did you think of Eternals?
Who, me? I mostly liked it. I appreciated that it was actually like had big ideas on its mind rather than just like really small, will this quippy character succeed in their goals? Yes. Like, no, it actually had like big things on its mind about fanatical devotion and the influence of religion in our lives. And I liked all of that. Any single time it remembered it was a superhero movie, especially when connected to the MCU, the movie went from like this to like this. Like it just completely tanked. There's a scene in the movie where the Eternals are all getting back together, and it's in a lot of the trailers. They're all getting back together, and they're having a meal together, and they're talking about what they're going to do to save the world. And then Sprite says, hey, who do you think is going to run the Avengers now that Iron Man and Captain America are dead? And I'm watching the movie, I'm like, I can't imagine a single scenario in which any of these characters give a crap about that.
Yeah, I thought the same thing.
Not even in a million years would any of you care. Especially not now when like everything's gonna die and like you found out your whole religion is a lie and all this kind of shit. Like, but I don't know if we can swear. Sorry about that. But like seriously, it's just nails on a chalkboard wrong. But there are moments when it was just kind of enjoyable and weird, and it felt kind of like, I don't know, almost like the Marvel Studios version of David Lynch's Dune. And I was totally down with all of that. But anytime I remembered it's supposed to be a superhero thing, I was like, meh. And easily just two of the worst post-credits stingers I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Just perfunctory. Oh, hi, we're new characters. Cool. Oh, hi, I'm a thing. Yeah, of course you are. I'm a disembodied voice. Great, thanks. Thanks for that. That's awesome. That means nothing to me. Goodbye.
Yeah.
By the way, if anyone wants to hear even more of his in-depth thoughts on movies, please check out his podcast, Critically Acclaimed.
Yes, we have many podcasts. We've talked a lot about
540 episodes, by the way. I noticed today. That's Dan's favorite number ever.
It is 540.
It is.
Well, there's actually more if you go to our Patreon. I think on Patreon, because we have a show where we review every single episode of Star Trek, every single film ever nominated for Best Picture. every single episode of
Wow.
Batman, commentary tracks, etc. And we've had other shows as well. I believe the number, if you go to our Patreon exclusives, is like 700 something.
My
And
goodness.
that doesn't include, unfortunately, that doesn't include the episodes of our previous podcast, which sadly is no longer on the internet anymore. And we had about 1,000 episodes of that.
Wow.
So, yeah, we do a lot of podcasts.
We're at episode
Podcasts are
number
great.
14.
That's a good start.
We're getting there.
Every journey begins with 14 steps.
That's fair.
Unless you're just going like right to the refrigerator.
But you got to get back, don't you?
Maybe.
14.
Oh my gosh. Well, Dan, would you like to play a little bit of the letterboxed game before we get into some other things? Because I know that you, in a little while, need to hang out in the background primarily because you actually have a Patreon obligation this evening, which is part of why the show moved up. Because I, who not only makes this show's thumbnails, I made the Patreon schedule for this month, and I did a bad job. Today was not the only thing that I scheduled poorly. So those privileges have been revoked, and it won't happen again.
It's okay. I'm a terrible scheduler. No one can blame you. You're good. If I've gotten this far with like my terrible scheduling habits, I think you'll succeed in all your endeavors. But yes, let's play this. Can we play this game? Oh no!
Yes.
Dan hates me. I think we've established that. It's fine. It's fine. I can respect that.
If he shows back up, then that's great. But if not, just everyone know that I loved him.
Past tense.
Oh, he said he lost connection. He texted me.
Oh,
even though I can hear him right down there.
Wait, so how can you have connection where he can't?
I don't know.
It might be his computer is the issue and not the internet.
I don't know what happened
Although his
there.
computer's newer than mine by like 6 years.
I don't know.
Technology.
Well, it's good to have you back. We missed
Hi,
you.
Dan.
Hello.
So much happened while you were gone.
I theorized that you were mad at me.
You said 14 words.
No.
Okay. Well, that was a very convincing counter argument, Dan. I fully believe it.
Thank you.
All right. So, if anyone here who's tuning in hasn't seen this game before, this is a staple of the show. We find and source random letterboxd reviews for different movies, and we'll pick them usually going from a very vague statement to a little more specific to maybe pretty specific, and possibly even a fourth one, because if they're funny, I pick more than 3. And it's just about thinking about what movie it could be. All for fun. We don't keep score, and it's really just an excuse to keep talking about different movies the whole time. So if you want to play along, if you would wait to put your suggestions in the chat until after the other people on the show have suggested what they think, that would be great. But we don't police anything here. It's fine.
I will take all the help I can from the chat. No.
That's fair. You can help out Trevor.
I've got a board. I'm going to write my answers on a board.
Ooh, we're getting fancy.
I love you can tell who Schmodown competitors are because every Schmodown competitor has within arm's reach of any computer a whiteboard.
I
Skullcat.
I have a whiteboard next to me, but no marker.
Oh well, that's
a
you're
problem.
just getting ready to be a Schmodown.
Yeah.
So.
You'll get them.
All right. Review number 1. 1 star. I legit wanted every character to die.
That's how I felt about Home Sweet Home Alone.
Oh, so is that your guess, Trevor?
I'm writing a guess. Let's see.
Hi, buddy. Oh, Sir Pounce. Come on. All right. Do we want to share as we go or just watch the end?
I'll share my guess. Yeah, why don't we share the
Yeah,
guess?
let's go around the
I'll
turn.
go Home
Like,
Sweet
we'll
Home
go
Alone.
each round.
Those are my thoughts.
All right.
Trevor guessed Home Sweet Home Alone. My first guess was Titanic.
I guess the Colin Farrell classic Winter's Tale.
Oh, all right. There you
Okay.
go. All right.
I'm going to say that one of you is slightly on the right track.
Okay.
Do we get to know who that is?
No, we don't get to know who that is.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Muffin, don't eat that. Muffin. Oh, whatever.
That's a weird
she'll
clue.
be fine.
Okay.
Then don't
Wreck
eat
had a
that.
muffin.
Casino?
Hold on. Sorry.
Same number of blueberries.
I want an equal amount of
star.
blueberries in every muffin. Sorry. Okay.
Half star. I have literally never seen a movie that made less sense. Way to go, movie. You out Fantastic Planeted Fantastic Planet.
I'm going to go with 2001's Planet of the Apes. Also, my mom literally just brought a marker to me. So.
Oh, she's so great.
You out Fantastic Planeted. I'm gonna be mad if my answer is correct because I actually really like this movie.
Yeah, I don't know. I stayed with James Cameron and I said Avatar.
Oh wow.
That's a good guess. I went with From the Fantastic Planet. I went to Jupiter Ascending, which is very popular to 80, but it's good.
That's a great guess.
All right, we're gonna get a little more specific now. Michael Caine's Gotta Get Paid, Son. 1 star. And I do have one final one that will certainly make it very clear.
Because that's the, I can think of stuff that like Michael Caine's been in that feels like Fantastic Planet, but I also know like the title of many very, very bad movies Michael Caine was in. I just can't imagine them being comparable to Fantastic Planet. So I'm gonna go with Fantastic Planet, but well, whatever. I'm gonna
You have a guess, Trevor?
I put a sub guess.
Are these just a bunch of people who hate Inception? Did people just like hate Inception?
All right. What do you got, Dan?
I say Jaws: The Revenge. Muffin stuff.
Okay.
Muffin is on a tear, and I
Yes,
assumed
yes.
it was a bunch of people who hated Interstellar, but I also had a secondary guess because this is actually Michael Caine's worst movie, The Swarm.
Interesting.
Ooh. All right. Very interesting.
Has nothing to do with Fantastic Planet, but it's awful.
Stop.
Our final review has to be censored just a little bit. It is 1 star with a heart. It says, in all caps, the shark effing roars. But it also says roars. There's like 7
Okay.
A's.
All right, so yeah, okay, yeah. Well, we already established this. Yeah, this is Jaws: The Revenge. Also, a movie, by the way, I will defend.
Oh, I love this movie.
I actually really like this. If you look at this, first off, the opening shark kill is as scary as any other shark kill in this franchise, and I'm including the original Jaws. I think it's really creepy. 2, if you look at this less as a killer shark movie and more as a story about a woman who's been traumatized by a series of horrible events that have happened in her life, and now none of like the young men in her life are willing to believe her or take her seriously, and then she starts trying to have a serious relationship. That's actually a really good movie for Lorraine Gary. Like, it's actually like a good movie about just a middle-aged woman trying to get her life back on track after a tragedy. The shark stuff is stupid. Lorraine Gary's amazing.
She is good in that movie.
Yeah.
Dan, didn't you do a movie fight at one point where someone like I think there was something with Jaws: The Revenge.
Spencer KO'd me on that whole metaphor for grief thing. It was on our fundraiser where it was like, you have 2 minutes to do this fight, and like he said that point, and they're like, the fight's over. I was like, damn it. Yeah.
I very specifically remember that, and you getting very angry.
Yes.
And it's
Have
a
proper debate time.
volcano of passion.
This movie, first review, has 5 stars and a heart.
Ooh.
Perfect movie. Thank you, TBS, for playing it this fine Sunday morning.
Okay, I feel like this is ironic.
I know. This is the movie I'm thinking of. I think
Hi, buddy.
I saw it on TBS many
Hi.
There are
many,
2
many
movies
times.
that TBS plays over and over again. If it's not one, it's probably the other.
Hi, buddy.
I'm unfamiliar with what TBS plays.
Oh.
Yes, Nick. Not only was Michael Caine in a Jaws movie, he was not present to accept his Academy Award for Hannah and Her Sisters because he was on location filming Jaws: The Revenge. True story. He also said, I believe the quote attributed to him was, I haven't seen the movie, but by all accounts, it's terrible. But the house it bought me is fantastic.
Yeah.
Which it's sweet though, because he actually bought that house for his mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's nice.
Okay.
All right, Dan, do you have a first guess?
My first guess is The Shawshank Redemption.
My first guess is also The Shawshank Redemption.
Ooh,
I have no guess.
that's okay. If you want, you can guess The Shawshank Redemption.
I will guess The Shawshank Redemption.
Was it The
Okay.
There you
Shawshank
go.
Redemption? Or do we not know until the end?
We don't know until the end.
Oh, okay, got it. You won't tell us even. Okay.
Oops, I swiped the wrong way.
Oh, no.
All right. 4.5 stars, heart emoji. In a surprising turn of events, I kind of liked this better than the first, probably because I'm such a hoe for girl sword fights.
Mm.
Their words, not mine, by the way.
Did Red Sonja have a sequel?
No.
Well, by the way, thank you so much, Gary. We were actually so happy last night when it happened that we forgot to open up the award until this afternoon. Sir Pounce, I know you're hungry, but you are being a thing right now. I'm actually surprised that they divided and conquered because Muffin was up here doing stuff she shouldn't have done, and about 3 seconds later, she was downstairs doing things she shouldn't have done. What a creature cats are. Does anyone need me to repeat the review?
No, but I am now questioning my sanity. Because there's a couple of things, but I'll just jump ahead. Right now I'm thinking The Legend of Zorro.
Ooh,
it's a good
that
guess.
is a good guess.
My thought was Kill Bill Volume 2. Before everybody.
That.
I just thought
I don't
that
know, though.
Charlie's
That is
Angels Full
hyper-violent.
Throttle sounded like a movie that would be played on TBS. So I went Charlie's Angels Full Throttle.
That's also good, yeah.
All right. This should help. Final review.
Yeah.
3 stars, heart emoji. This is a movie. It has a plot and characters. There is also music and action. There are good guys and bad guys. The characters talk, and sometimes they talk to each other. The Rock is in this movie. This movie has a beginning, middle, and end. This movie was released in the year of our Lord 2001.
Muffin.
I think that we say the word muffin more than any other word ever because muffin is just
She's trying to eat the plastic bags again. Every plastic item.
She has pica just like her mom does, and she likes to try to eat plastic bags.
I think I have this.
Yeah, I have my.
If it's not, I'll be shocked.
Whatever. I'm blanking.
Trevor, what do you got?
I have The Mummy Returns.
What have you got, Dan?
The Mummy Returns.
Oh, I was way off. I was thinking of Jumanji 2, and I couldn't remember the subtitle for some reason.
Was there actually a Jumanji 2?
Well, that's actually
the new Jumanji.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I don't know a lot about like family movies from the 90s and 2000s,
well,
so I would have told me yes, I would have said fine.
There was Jumanji, then there was a Dwayne Johnson movie, and then there was the next Dwayne Johnson movie, which confirmed that the original was canon. So technically, the second Jumanji is a sequel to Jumanji. So, but whatever.
We got a Streamlab from Blake. Blake asked, I know the answer from Mara and myself, but Trevor and Bibbs maybe, have any of you watched Yellowstone? In my opinion, it's one of the best drama shows that is still going.
I have not seen Yellowstone because of the way that I sort of consume television, which is to say I have a podcast that requires me to watch failed TV shows. I'm very rarely on top of the new ones. So I haven't seen Yellowstone. I'm sorry.
I have not either. I know that it is on Peacock. I've heard good things about it. It's really hard for me to get into TV shows. Just because like there's usually a lot of any TV show. And I already watched a lot of movies. I did watch season 1 of Ted Lasso. So
there you go. I still haven't seen that.
There you go.
Yeah.
We
Also,
just
my cat
recently
is
watched
using the litter box, so in case there is background noise.
Hey, that's where you want them going.
Yeah.
That's very
right.
true.
That's
The
a good
alternative
boy.
is not good. So you just tell that cat to keep at it.
Good job, Dasher. Round of
All right.
applause.
All right, more.
The internet.
All right. This one is going to be pretty easy, but I don't care. We're still
wouldn't
going to
say that.
start out incredibly vague, though, because that is the game.
Yeah.
1 star. What period? A period. Mess period. But I'm going to immediately follow it up with the second one because that could be any movie, even though it is very fun to just throw out what movie in your mind is such a mess. But I'm going to give you 2.5 star review. This isn't that bad if you only give it half of your attention, and if that half is the half with Pedro Pascal. Which I think that statement's always true.
Agreed. Okay, I have an answer.
I'll leave my original answer up, even though it's obviously wrong. But yeah, because Pedro Pascal isn't in it.
I'm going to write down what I was going to write down for the first one, but yeah.
Okay.
Also, I'll just say what I was going to say for the first one.
Okay, well, why don't we start with our guest?
Okay, so when it was What a Mess, I thought it was the film I'm Thinking of Ending Things. But now I suspect it is The Great Wall.
All right, Dan. That's a great first
I
guess.
was going to write down Cats, but I've put down Wonder Woman 1984 as my guess with the Pedro.
Man, I'm
and I
so
did
glad
the-
Pedro Pascal didn't get dragged into Cats.
Dan and I did the exact same thing. My first thought was Cats, and then I went with Wonder Woman 1984.
All I'm going to say is that
Wow.
Pedro Pascal would have been a great Skimbleshanks. I think we all know Pedro
Could see
Pascal would have
that.
been a great Skimbleshanks.
Yeah.
And now we have a reason to remake the film.
This is the wisdom that we hope to get when we have a guest on the show.
Although
really
that
hitting it out of
number
the park
for
today.
me is the only time that Cats movie hits its potential because it goes full fantasy and it's actually like, yeah,
Well,
and it's a
you
jam.
you guys are trying to avoid your language. I'll just say Skimble rocks, but I know a lot of like the young people like to use the F word there, so I was going to say that. But Skimble rocks, say that right. We'll just say that right now. Okay.
Yes,
All
Nick,
right.
my cat is named Dasher.
Nice.
Your final review, 2.5 stars. Honestly, I have no clue what this was about because I was just thinking about Phantom Thread the whole time. But it had really pretty colors, and Matt Damon, Willem Dafoe, and Andy Lau fighting green dog things.
Wow.
Wow.
See, he's psychic. That's what it is.
I think if it was psychic, I would have gotten it. I think it would have been right about any of the other ones. But that was pretty good in that first one.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't think he'd be mad if we said this. Do
Were
you
you
want to
thinking
say
about the
who was
Matt
sitting in
thing?
front of us who fell asleep during the movie?
Well, he usually has a lot of energy. We'll say that.
Was it Mark Ellis?
No, it was
Is it
Scott
Mance?
Scott
Yeah.
Mann fell
Yeah.
asleep with the Great Wall. Scott.
He was so angry at the end of it too.
He was not happy with the movie. No, he was not at all.
Well, maybe the middle part of it would have made it better for him. I guess we'll never know.
Well, spoiler alert though, William Bibbiani guessed it on the second review,
Yeah,
guys. It
wow,
was
look
the
at
Great
that.
Wall.
Good job.
Thank you.
It was a mess.
I love that the whole thing was like, yes, the Great Wall of China. Nobody knows who it was made to keep out the Mongols.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Right.
Not obscure history. You could Google
Not
that.
Stonehenge. It didn't just show up one day.
Yeah. If you don't know this, it's really easy to look this one up. Like everyone knows it. And then can you imagine how insulting that movie must be to Mongolians? Like it's really messed up.
Not you. It was the monster dogs.
Yeah, no, we're just saying that you are exactly like them. Wait, no, that can't be right. Yeah,
That doesn't. Wait, hang on.
Yeah, that's.
Oh my God.
I believe that's also been on TBS.
I'm
Probably.
sure it has. Yeah, I'm sure when Lake Placid 2 wasn't on, I'm sure they were. Yeah.
I made Dan watch Lake Placid for the first time. And Robbie was when he was here, and I love that movie a lot.
Lake Placid rules, and Lake Placid 3 and 4 are also great because they introduce a character played by Yancey Butler, who is one of my favorite like modern horror movie heroes. So skip two stinks, but see Lake Placid 3 and 4, and then I think Lake Placid 5 is Lake Placid versus Anaconda, which isn't as good as you might think, but there is a scene where the giant crocodile picks up an anaconda and like with its jaws and flings it up in the air into the propellers of a helicopter, and that's pretty cool in and of itself. I think we can all agree on that.
I was unaware that there was more than one Lake Placid movie.
Oh, there's a lot.
There's at least 5.
I love that it's called Lake Placid versus Anaconda, as if the monster's name is Lake Placid.
I like that too.
Yeah.
And technically, because Lake Placid and Anaconda like dovetailed, you have the whole franchise is actually also all the Anaconda movies, and there's at least 4 Anaconda movies. One of them has David Hasselhoff. Sadly, it is not one of the fun ones.
Let's get. I mean, we got Alien and Predator into Inner Geekdom. Let's get Lake Placid and Anaconda Inner Geekdom.
Fun fact: the movie Jungle Cruise pretty much ripped off the plot of Lake Placid 2. Not Lake Placid 2. Sorry, Anaconda's Hunt for the Blood Orchid. Pretty much the same movie.
Huh.
More snakes in the Anaconda one, but basically the same thing.
Also, to address the chat quick, Legotland 13 said that a lot of millennials and younger did not like Highlander the first time. I enjoyed it.
Oh, so, I think Highlander's awesome.
I'll go get
the only one.
I didn't think it was great, but I thought that it was fun. Also,
any movie with the Queen soundtrack. Any movie with the Queen soundtrack rules.
Yep.
Oh yeah, and any movie with Sean Connery pretending to be from a place he most definitely is not, with makeup that is
Spanish and Egyptian.
Yeah, Spanish Egyptian.
Yeah, yeah, like sure, Sean. Sure.
Well, oh golly. One last one, because I could play this game all night, but I'm the one that picks the reviews, so that's probably why it's fun, because I get to read a bunch of dumb reviews. All right, 4 stars. It's like Annie Hall, except it doesn't have that neurotic, self-loathing Woody Allen thing about it, which is nice.
Annie Hall 2, Annie Hall's Revenge. Would that be?
Don't threaten me. One second.
Threaten me.
Okay.
Oh, Dan's writing a novel over there. What have you got, Dan?
I guessed When Harry Met Sally.
Okay. Trevor, what did you guess?
This is 100% not right, but I said Together, which is a great fun comedy with Ed Helms and Patty Harrison from earlier this year, and it makes fun of Woody Allen movies.
It does.
Gotcha. What about you, Bibbs?
I had 500 Days of Summer.
Oh, that's a great guess.
Oh, that's a good guess.
That's a great guess.
All right. 4 stars and a heart emoji. Every year I watch a New Year film to put into perspective how disappointing my New Year was.
Congratulations, Dan.
He might have had an edge because this is one of our favorite movies. But I also have to put in here the 4.5-star review with the heart emoji that says, if someone digitally removed Billy Crystal and replaced him with Mike Wazowski, this would be the greatest movie ever made.
Oh my God.
I also like no more Tinder, just Carrie Fisher and her Rolodex picking your ideal mate.
I decided to make a mashup and go with When Harry and the Hendersons Met Sally, which, by the way, is an amazing idea, and we should totally do that. Doesn't this feel like you can get like at least 5 minutes on Family Guy out of this?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is 100% a Family Guy cutscene.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we managed
Brian,
to do
this
it.
is the worst idea since you took me to that 80s mashup movie.
You think that's bad?
You think that's bad?
Oh my gosh. Well, Dan, do you need me to pop you out
Yes,
and
if you
hang out in
don't
the
mind.
background for a little while?
Yes,
Oh, we're gonna miss you.
I'll
Dan
still be
Pearl.
in the background, and I'll put in any
All right.
Streamlabs that we get into the chat. But that was
Hey,
a fun game.
Vengeance will be mine.
Yes, indeed.
Okay. Bye. All right. He's nice. Tell him I said so.
I won't.
Oh.
No,
I'm
we'll
joking.
say-
Oh.
I'm joking.
Dan hates me for the rest of his life, and I was like, I'm on my deathbed. Didn't Mara tell you I said you were nice? And Dad's like, no. Oh God. Abs! And then boy is his face red. And Mara's
And then
like,
we meet in
Mara's
the
like hiding
afterlife for
somewhere
the
going,
sequel.
I did.
Yeah, at that point I look like Gollum too. I've gone full Gollum. Man, this has already been so great. Where do we go from here? I mean, I do think that I have a heart out, by the way, because I have to make sure that I'm ready for the next thing
Right.
in an hour. So like we're not on a timer, but we're also kind of on a timer.
I mean, I'm cool to talk about whatever. We could play the IMDb game if you wanted.
What is that?
Okay, so I'm going to give you an example here. So you know how if you look up like an actor or a filmmaker on IMDb, someone who has like a real like filmography, they have all of their credits, but they have 4 films that they are known for.
Yeah.
Okay, so the goal is to guess the 4 films they are known for, which are very rarely all obvious picks. So for example, I just brought up Tom Cruise. He is known for Top Gun. Makes sense. Jerry Maguire. Makes sense. Mission
Can I
Impossible.
guess, is one of them Cocktail?
No. Mission Impossible 2, but that's it. That's the only Mission Impossible. And The Last Samurai.
2?
Those are the 4. That's what Tom Cruise is known for. More than anything else. Not any of the other Mission Impossibles. Not Magnolia.
Wow.
Not Eyes Wide Shut. Not A Few Good Men. Not Rain Man. Just
Born on the
those
4th
4.
of July.
So the goal
Yeah,
is
like,
so the idea is I'll give you a name and there'll be someone with a reasonable filmography, and you have to guess which 4 films they are quote known for. And of course everyone can join that.
oh, cat.
Mara, we can
You
go
just
head to head on
farted
this
in
one.
my face.
Mara's already lost.
Let me think of someone kind of fun.
That was foul. Oh my god.
Are we in trouble? What's going on? Okay, hold on.
He farted like right next to my face.
Someone's gotta. I mean, not next to your face. That part's rude. No, that one's too obvious.
Oh my gosh.
That was a
At
perfect
least I just
opportunity
cleaned
to
him.
throw up the boss baby, Mara. That was a perfect opportunity.
Oh, that is so true. I'm sorry. I'm not on my A game today.
There we go.
Oh, and how could I have forgotten this one when we were getting ready to play a
We
game?
were playing a game. Okay, we're getting ready to play another game. So.
Oh,
Okay.
really quickly before we start, Bibbs.
Yeah.
I'm sure you've heard of this because you've heard of all the movies ever. We taped it. It's on our DVR. It's The 9 Lives of Christmas with Brandon Routh of
I have seen
Superman
that.
Returns fame.
I have seen that. That is a very cheap movie, but it's actually very sweet. He plays a fireman, and he ends up getting a little pet, and he doesn't know what to do with it, and he ends up talking to someone. I can't remember if they work at a pet store or if they're a vet, but they like their paths keep crossing, and it's super duper cute. And of course, he finds out that like the person he's dating who's not into pets maybe isn't the one for him. Who will he end up with? Anything's possible. It's pretty cool.
Also, before we get started, we got into Streamlabs from Garth. He says, "Hello from the hospital. I'm in lots of pain, but you all are helping lift my spirits. By the way, Zathura is the sequel to Jumanji, both in books and movies. Highlander is one of my favorite movies and my nickname in the fan leagues. I love Flash Gordon too." Yeah, Garth, sending you all the positivity. I hope that you start to feel better
absolutely.
soon.
Please, I hope so. Please. I'm just looking for a name here, so keep vamping here because so far the first 3 I've looked up are like kind of obvious.
But no, yeah, absolutely, Garth. Like, hope you start to feel better. Yeah, I was going to bring up Zathura, and Zathura is a weird movie. Didn't John Favreau direct that?
John
Okay,
Favreau directed
that's what I
that
thought.
after he wrote Swingers and directed Made, and apparently that was the film that made Marvel realize he could do like an action movie, and it makes sense. The Throw is really good.
The Throw is like fun. It's just it's
rock solid,
interesting.
Very entertaining film. All right, I got one. Okay, so we are doing Denzel Washington.
Okay,
Denzel Washington is and we are looking for the 4 movies that Denzel Washington is quote known for, according to IMDb.
One
do you want to
be
collaborate?
Training Day.
Oh yeah, that was my first thought. Training Day.
Okay, Training Day is one of them. So you're down to 3.
For some reason, I feel like Fences might be on there.
That was my second guess too. We're like perfectly.
Fences is the other. Fences is the other one that's like kind of on the nose. Like you could probably like, but the other 2 maybe a little bit harder, maybe not. I'm curious where you're gonna go.
I assume that there's gonna be something with Spike Lee, like one of his 4 with Spike Lee.
Oh, okay, that's a good thought.
Can't help you with hints.
So
what are you thinking?
What is there? So there's Malcolm X is like.
See, that seems too easy.
It does.
I feel like it should be on there.
Yeah.
Arguably his best film.
Is he in? No, I don't think he is. Is Glory? He's not.
Yeah, he is.
Well, he most definitely is in Glory.
Okay, that's what I thought.
He won an Oscar for Glory, didn't he?
That's what I knew. It's Training Day and something else that he won an Oscar for. I was just making sure I wasn't completely brain farting.
Yeah, he won Best Supporting Actor for Glory in 1989. Yeah.
Okay.
It is not Glory.
Potentially be Glory.
It's not Glory.
Oops. For some weird reason, I was thinking it might be like an obscure movie like Fallen. I could see.
Oh, I love Fallen. It's not Fallen.
Darn it. By the way, I actually did see in the chat, PLD has a very good suggestion. He suggests Equalizer 2, which is a very good suggestion. I think one of his action-oriented films like that or Book of Eli might be on there.
Book of Eli is one of them.
Ooh, okay. I
so
also
you're down to one more.
Corey and I and the chat had the same thought. Inside Man potentially as another.
It is not Inside Man.
I love that movie a lot.
It's really good.
Fun. What is Devil Wears a Blue Dress? Isn't that one of his?
Devil in a Blue Dress is the title you're thinking of. That's not it, but that movie's amazing and everyone should see that movie.
Yeah.
Ooh, someone actually also suggested Flight. I could see that maybe being it.
That is not it. That is not it.
So my favorite Denzel Washington film is Remember the Titans.
Oh, I mean, if the Schmodown has anything to say about it, that's definitely it.
It is not it.
Ooh.
Oh my god. Okay, hold on.
Is it The Equalizer 1?
It is not The Equalizer 1.
Ooh, okay. Garth actually has a great suggestion, and I would love it to be this, but it won't be. Is it Deja Vu?
It is not. I love Deja Vu so much. Thank you for suggesting it. I think it's really underrated, but no, it's not that.
Okay, so Brandy has a good thought. One he directed is a possibility.
Well, he's only directed, I think, 3 films. 3 films.
3. He's done 3.
So if you can, maybe one of those.
Also 4th coming up later this year.
Oh yeah.
So I'm trying to remember his other 2.
Cat.
I'm blanking on. I'll throw out Garth's again, American Gangster.
That is not correct. I will say this. Someone is on the right track right now.
Okay.
Someone is on the right track.
Well, I did notice someone earlier had said John Q.
That is not correct.
Dang it. Well, the other last suggestion that we haven't said yet that is also a prominent movie that he was in was Man on Fire.
No, I love that movie, but that's not it.
Oh, Antoine Fisher. That's his directorial debut.
Antoine Fisher is the film.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
There you go. All right.
I was trying to. What's the other film he directed? It was Antoine Fisher. Then
The Great Debaters.
That's it.
Oh,
Okay.
I did not realize he directed that.
I had the word
Great
debate
Debater.
in my head, and I couldn't place it.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
All right. Let me find. I got one that's okay. But I want to see if I can find a really good one.
We actually got into Streamlabs. I can read while you're looking. From Ace Money. Great name, by the way. I just stumbled across this stream and wanted to chime in. Bibbs, hold on. I'm going to have to do this to myself here. Bibbs is a goddamn delight.
Ah,
And I'm excited for that title defense for Shazam. Dan and Mara
Yay.
are pretty great too. Have a great weekend. Thank you, Ace.
thank you very, very much. That's
Thank
super
you.
nice of you. Yeah, I'm super excited too. And hey, maybe I'll be there twice. You never know.
Ooh.
All right.
I'll be there
So
for no important reason at all because,
You're
I
important.
just want to hang.
You're important to us.
Oh, I know. I just mean like everyone knows that like the season had been over for a long, long time. I'm just going to be at Spectacular to hang out.
Still a crime as far as I'm concerned, but I digress. Okay. All right. So here's one where this is an interesting one because there's at least one of these things is not like the other. We're gonna go with Nicolas Cage.
Ooh. Oh, by the way,
Okay, for
Haskell
some
420
reason-
mentioned one that I didn't even think about, which is so dumb, was Philadelphia.
Oh yeah.
Before.
For some reason, I feel like National Treasure or National Treasure Book of Secrets is on here.
Neither of those.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I
Can
would
it
love
please
it if
be like
Pig were on there, but
Mandy or
Pig is
Pig
not
or
on
something
there.
like that?
No, it's not. It's not Pig. That would have been awesome, but no.
Great movie. And it's not Mandy
What?
or.
That's not Mandy.
Okay.
Oh, Leaving Las Vegas.
Leaving Las Vegas is one of them.
Okay,
You'd have
this
to get
is an
three
out there
together.
one. Is one of them Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse?
No, that would have been awesome, but no.
Okay.
No, sadly not. No.
Is one of them Ghost Rider?
No.
Face Off?
No, I wish. Face Off is one of them. So it's Leaving Las
Okay.
Vegas and Face Off, and then there are two others.
Moonstruck?
Ooh.
No, that would have been cool
Oh,
though. He took my hand.
I mean, Dan's still like kind of The Rock.
The Rock. The Rock is one of the other
Oh.
ones. You've got
Okay.
one more, and this one is the one where you're like, really? Okay. Yeah.
As far as it's different, or is it like?
As far as he's definitely not known for this. If you were to ask like,
Ooh.
hey, name 10 movies Nicolas Cage starred in, I'd be surprised if this was in your 10, but you probably do know it exists.
Color Out of Space?
Is
No.
it Charlie Kaufman's adaptation?
No. Also,
Okay.
I would assume that would be in the top 10, but okay.
Okay, that's fair.
I like that movie a lot.
Great movie.
Me as well.
Let's see.
Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
No. He does star in it. It's not like he's got like a little cameo.
Is it?
Okay.
Is it? Okay. Is it something having to do with a Coppola family member?
Let me double check. I don't think so though. No.
Okay.
No. Although it's Cage, so technically yes, but other than that, no.
Oh, that's true.
Well, that's true. Lord of War.
No. That's a good guess, but no.
Sir Bounce, can you stop it.
Meow.
He gets fed in 13 minutes by the robot. That's why he's like.
Okay.
Someone mentioned, The Wicker Man.
Oh,
Ace Moon, actually.
that's fun, but no.
Dang it.
Can I throw out G-Force?
You please throw out G-Force. Do you know what kind of animal he plays in G-Force?
Is it a guinea
It's a
pig?
mole.
Isn't that the
It's a
movie?
star-nosed mole. That's right.
Oh.
It's a Star-Nosed
I've
Mole.
never
But no,
seen
it
the
is not
movie.
G-Force. It is not good.
It's interesting.
Stop it.
Is it? Okay. Well, okay.
It's a
I'm not going
movie.
to judge.
It's a movie.
That much is true. I'm not going to fight you on
It's interesting in that sense that it became a
that.
movie,
Okay.
not in any other reason.
I can understand.
Would it be the Christmas movie The Family Man?
No, and I'm still
Oh.
amazed that that's popular. Okay.
Yeah, it's not that good.
It's not good.
No.
No.
It's so weird because he's in like so many movies.
Yeah.
But I'm like kind of
This
blanking
is-
on what would
This is a
stand out.
theatrical release. This was like he's the lead. You know,
Is
it's not like a made straight to TV thing or something like
The
that.
Croods or The
Right.
Croods a New Age?
It is not.
Oh, okay.
Is
Hold on.
it Rumblefish?
No.
Or that's a Coppola
no.
thing.
No,
So
no. I will. Okay, since there's been a lot of guesses in here, at least one person in the chat has got it right.
Oh. Please tell
Very
me it's
quickly
the
scrolling.
Weatherman.
It's not the Weatherman.
Is it Raising Arizona?
It is not. It should be, but it's not.
Next.
Gone 60 Seconds. Next. Okay, I don't even know that this is...
Yeah. You know how Nicolas Cage is so well known for the movie Next?
I've never even heard of this movie.
He plays a magician who can see the future, and it's directed by Lee Tamahori from Die Another Day.
Okay,
yeah.
Quickly, what is this?
Yeah. This was a thing.
Who else is in this?
Thomas Kretschmann. And
Jessica
also
Biel,
Julianne Moore. Yeah, like it's not actually a bad cast.
Yeah. How did I not know that this existed?
No one. Well, if you weren't like alive or like paying attention, like when it came out, and then you were like, and then you like got distracted by anything else, you never remembered it.
So it was 2007, so I would have been 2 years old.
Yeah,
so
we're all gonna forgive you for it.
Wow, let's hear what Dan has to say about this. Oh, never mind. I'm joking. I can see him in the background. I knew he wasn't there. He had to go to the boys' room. So I just thought it'd be fun to look at that sad, empty part of the sofa where he's not there.
Aww.
And you can see all the crap that I have left on the sofa.
Wait, Next is based on a Philip K. Dick story? What?
Is it?
That's what Garth said.
That's based on a I think you're thinking of Paycheck, but I could be wrong.
All right, I'm super curious because that really makes it even more disappointing then. Oh, look at this guy. Hi, Dan. You're muted.
Trying to find. Oh, hi, Dan. He's still muted.
Some Streamlabs came in, so I'm just pulling those up.
Some soup came in?
Some delicious soup.
Some soup.
Although last night it was really funny. We crashed happy hour, and Alex popped on, for Molly, and he was having a White Russian, but he'd clearly had a couple, and it was a white wuffen. It was like, it was just so almost incomprehensible. It was adorable.
Adorable. All right, did you want to do another one, or you want to move on with our lives? What are we doing here?
Oh no, hold on. I got one Streamlabs I've got to read. And then I'd love to do another one.
All right, cool.
PLD, the man who loves Ed Harris more than Ed Harris, donated. He said another fun game is the filmography game where you go choose an actor/director and just go back and forth naming films until you can't remember one. This has been such a great show. Much love to you all. Thank you, PLD.
Aww.
And movie Finobi as well. Hey Mara, congrats to you and Dan on 100K. Couldn't happen to nicer people. Basement doesn't need 100K because only the cool kids hang out in the basement. Bibbs is a cool kid. I bought some Glow Cat soap for my lady. Awesome stuff. Love you guys, Steve.
Oh, thanks, Steve. Really appreciate
Thank
that.
you.
Okay.
Yeah, Garth said it's based on a 1954 sci-fi short story, The Golden Man by Philip K. Dick.
Oh, actually, I haven't read that one. That's weird.
Wow.
Huh.
That's amazing.
I
learned something today.
We all learned things, and they were good.
That's going to be the 5-pointer at Spectacular. Next.
Oh, God. Okay, you guys. Here's one. This might be interesting. This might be easy. I don't know. We'll do Harrison Ford.
Okay.
Okay, so
which Star Wars movie is going to be there?
Okay, also which Blade Runner?
They'll all be under the same name. Well, I guess no, because there are two. You're right. I apologize. I was thinking of the director's cuts. There are two Blade Runners, but you have to be specific. I'm not going to tell you if it's right unless you're specific.
I think it's Star Wars. I just think it's the original 1977 Star Wars.
That is incorrect.
Is it Empire?
No.
Return of the Jedi?
No.
Force Awakens?
It's definitely not that.
No.
Rise of Skywalker?
No.
No Star Wars?
No Star Wars.
Blade Runner?
No. I don't understand.
Blade Runner 2049?
Nope.
Okay.
Indiana Jones and The Last Crusade?
No.
Raiders?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, that's fine. I accept that.
Is that the only Indiana Jones?
That is the only Indiana Jones.
Okay. Is Apocalypse Now there?
No. That's a cool guess, but no.
Is Witness there?
Yes, Witness is there. You got two.
Is Anchorman 2: The Legend Continues there?
It is not. Bold
what about
choice.
Like What Lies Beneath? Like a weird choice.
That would be fun, but it is incorrect.
The Fugitive.
Okay.
What's the Fugitive? One second. The Fugitive is one of them. So you got one more.
Yes!
We only have one
Yeah,
I
left.
love
one
that
more.
movie.
The Conversation.
Incorrect.
Cowboys and
Um,
Aliens.
No.
Okay. Air Force One.
Yes, there you go.
Oh, I was gonna go with Jack Ryan movie. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, my next guess is going to be American Graffiti, if it wasn't Air Force One.
There you
Oh,
go.
that's true.
Or the superior sequel, More American Graffiti. We all agree that that's
Debatable on
the
whether
movie, right?
it's superior.
I love that movie very, very much.
That's fair.
Okay. I'm going to stand by it. All right. I'm going to see if I...
Oh, Dan H with the 6 Days, 7 Nights reference. Very good.
Nicely done. I had a friend of mine in high school who memorized that movie and would like perform it at lunch all the time.
Why?
And his version of it was really good.
Interesting.
His version.
All
Very-
comes down to the
Very
performers.
specifically. Yeah. Trying to think if there's anyone.
Hi, buddy.
Who'd be a fun
Are
one?
you hungry?
Who'd be
You want to try director?
Jesus.
Kitty
Kitty.
director? Let's see here.
There's a massive filmography.
Yeah, you want to pick someone who's you got to pick someone who's a little prolific in order for this to work. Okay, all right. We'll do Martin Scorsese.
Ooh, here, I'm gonna bring Dan in for this one too.
Cool.
The Irishman.
All right, Dan, are you following along? Do you know what we're doing?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I'm going to say Goodfellas.
Goodfellas is one of them.
Taxi
Taxi
Driver.
I would say The
Taxi
Wolf of
Driver is
Wall
also
Street.
one of them. Wolf of Wall Street is not one of them. So we got Goodfellas and
Hugo.
Taxi Driver. Hugo was not one of them.
Okay.
Raging Bull.
Nope.
He's an actor in Shark Tale. Would that be it?
That would be amazing, but no, that is not it.
Okay.
Taxi Driver.
The Departed.
The Departed is not it. Dan already guessed
Oh.
Taxi Driver. It is Taxi Driver. So
Oh,
The
sorry.
Taxi Driver, Goodfellas.
I took what he said.
The
Sorry.
Aviator.
no, I love that movie, but no, that's not right.
King of
Oh,
Comedy.
wow.
No,
Casino.
Oh, I loved that movie.
no,
Oh, interesting. Shutter Island.
Shutter Island.
no.
Did someone say
No.
Casino already?
Yeah,
It's not,
yes, but the answer is no.
Oh, okay.
and it's not The Irishman.
It's not the Irish.
Mean Streets.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
The Age of Innocence.
Oh,
Yes, that's the other one.
Yes.
Wow.
Wow.
Age
You
of
know,
Innocence
everyone knows
is
it for Age of
4.
Innocence more than Raging
Yeah.
Bull. You know,
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
everyone's like, God, when are they going to make another Age of Innocence?
Crazy.
I
Yeah.
enjoyed that movie a lot.
Yeah.
More than I expected to.
Oh, it's a good movie. It's just I wouldn't say most people know him from directing The
All right.
Age of
All
Innocence.
right, I got another one already. Here we go.
Ooh,
We're going to do.
by the way,
Matthew
would you mind
McConaughey.
explaining the rules one more time? We
Yeah,
have someone that just popped in.
If anyone's new, okay, so what we're doing here is we're playing. I don't have a better name for it. It's the IMDb game, and the idea is if you look up an actor or a director who's got a significant filmography on IMDb, they'll list everything they've ever done, but at the top of the page, they have 4 films that they are quote known for. Now, sometimes these are obvious, but usually there's at least 1 or 2 weird ones where you're like, really? And the whole point is to guess. So, pretty straightforward. Just got to pick someone with interesting filmography. So we're going to do Matthew McConaughey right now.
All right.
Mud.
Mud is correct. Wow.
Wow.
Good pull. Good
Dazed
pull.
and Confused.
No.
No.
Interstellar.
Nope.
Fool's Gold.
No.
Dallas Buyers Club.
Yes.
Sing.
No.
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
No. Thanks for rubbing that one in.
The one Ghost of Girlfriend's Past.
No. No, it is not the Ghost of Girlfriend's Past.
Tropic
It's not
Thunder.
No.
Wasn't he in the didn't he have a role in
Is The Wolf of
Gentleman?
Wall Street one of
That's
them?
what I was gonna say.
No, it is not the Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
Also, I like that the cat is basically saying, "What about Mud?" I'm like, we already guessed Mud, but thank you.
So
Pounds for
Mud and what are the two that went? Mud and
We got Mud and Dallas Buyers Club already.
Dallas Buyers Club.
We've already said
what's
Dazed
the
and
one?
Confused.
The really terrible one that I really like.
That does not narrow it down with Matthew.
With Anne Hathaway.
Interstellar?
No. Isn't she
Oh,
also
Serenity.
Serenity?
Oh, Sorry.
I love
The
that
other-
movie.
The other sci-fi movie they did together. No, it's not Serenity.
Dang it.
Magic Mike.
Yes.
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
Magic Mike, of course.
There's one more.
Oh, Rain of Fire.
No, but that's an awesome pick. He's great. He's Oscar worthy in that film. I love that movie.
Dark
Please
Tower.
tell me it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Next Generation.
Also
Right.
Oscar worthy for Texas Chainsaw, but no, and I know it is not the Dark Tower.
Gold.
No, it is not the other Gold.
They're just random. I mean, it's so
I
hard
might
to
have
tell
this.
what
The
people...
Lincoln Lawyer.
No, it is
Oh,
not
yeah.
the Lincoln.
Oh, that's a good. That's
I like
a good
that
one.
movie.
That's a good one. Tiptoes.
Oh, actually,
Tiptoes.
I'm gonna steal
Is he
Simon
Tiptoes?
Smith's answer and say A Time to
He
Kill.
is, isn't he? Isn't he the other? Isn't he the older brother in Tiptoes?
Is he in Tiptoes?
Or the other brother?
Weird. I believe you. I just don't remember that at all. But no, it's not
Hang on.
Tiptoes.
Let me see
Amistad.
if I'm wrong.
Amistad
Oh,
is not
yeah.
correct. Is not
Yeah,
Okay.
he's in Tiptoes.
Oh, wow. Wacky.
Oh, is it the Beach Bum?
No. No.
Oh,
Oh,
I forgot
wow.
about that movie.
That'd be
Fun,
something.
fun guess. Fun guess.
Was he in Boiler Room?
I don't
No.
think so. I think you just.
I
I
don't
think,
think so.
you're,
This has been
I think you're
Diesel.
thinking of Wolf of Wall Street again.
Yeah, I think I'm just thinking of Wolf of Wall Street twice.
Bernie.
No, he's not. No.
Royalty.
No, but I love that movie.
Should
so
be.
much.
Yeah.
That movie's amazing.
I'm running out of Matthew McConaughey movies.
Yeah, I'm just
It
trying
was
to
a
think.
I'll say this. It was a well-received Matthew McConaughey movie.
Well, that
It's
literally
not like
narrows it
it's
down
not
quite
like
a bit.
it's not like one of his like just like
Yeah.
Matthew
I'm trying to think what
McConaughey
was in the
with shirt off
what was in the
again.
reconnaissance that we haven't.
There is it.
Would it be
State of
considered
Jones.
part of the reconnaissance?
It's
Is
definitely
it Free State of
reconnaissance.
Jones?
It
It
is.
is not the Free State of Jones.
Oh, okay.
Let's see. All right. So Dallas Buyers Club was part of the reconnaissance. Wolf of Wall Street was, but it's not in there. Mud was part of the reconnaissance.
Yep.
So they're all reconnaissance.
Yeah, and Interstellar was, but it's not. It's not it. That's not it. So we're looking for a range from about 2012 to 2016 ish.
Yeah. Ish.
Ish.
Kubo and the
ish.
Two Strings. Wasn't he in that?
No, he is, but that's a good guess. But no, that's
It's a
not
good
it.
guess. It's a good
That's
guess.
That's a great
I'm
movie.
not saying it's close, but it's a good poll.
Ugh.
Hmm.
I'm so proud of all of you right now, by the way.
It's not the Lincoln Lawyer.
I already said Magic Mike, right?
Yeah.
You did, and that was correct.
correct.
That was
yeah.
that's one of the
Right.
three we already got.
Wait, I know it's going to be something where I go, oh. Jeez, I'm stumped.
Yeah, I don't know.
You
Can
will
you give
definitely
us-
go. Oh,
Can you give us a co-star, like not maybe like top build? Like-
it's okay. Hold on. That's actually a little tricky with this particular film, but let me
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Interesting.
because I feel like anyone I give you
Oh.
would probably give it away because it's not like this it's not like a million people in it. But let me see here.
You could give a hint, like it's
Thomas
set.
Hayden Church.
Oh.
Mm.
Ooh.
No, he's not. I was gonna say White Boy Rick, but I think that's already been said.
No, it's not right.
Thomas Hayden.
Yeah, and plus that was in the last 4 years.
Is it animated?
It is not.
It's not animated.
Hi, buddy.
Oh, wait, no.
What do you
No.
think it is, Sir Pounce?
I'm stumped.
I'm trying to think here, yeah.
Is it set on Earth?
It is.
Okay.
I'm looking at the guesses in the chat to see if anyone's got it yet. Looks like no one's had it yet.
What?
He's going to come bolting down in a second because they're getting
Oh, I
fed
know.
any second
Oh wait,
now.
actually, yeah, someone has had it already. Yeah, so there is at least one or two guesses that are correct in the chat. If that
And
helps.
it's part of the reconnaissance.
Yeah, give or take. I'm
Killer
actually
Joe.
easy when it's it's Killer Joe.
Oh,
Okay.
wow.
Killer Joe, wow.
I've
Which
actually
is really,
never
I think,
seen
the
that.
very start of the reconnaissance. If you ask me, it's Killer Joe.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's actually 2011, but yeah.
That's
Should-
in the same range. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we try the filmography game, as I believe it was
We can do
PLD
that.
suggested?
So how does this one work
Can
again?
Can you bump me out on this one,
Yes.
No.
Mara?
Oh, well, no.
How does this one work again?
So it's
Um,
like we have like an actor and then
Uh-huh.
like actor, director, and then we have to go around and then see who
Oh,
runs
so we're
out.
just going through the. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Another fun game that I've played in the past is where like I would start out with an actor, and then for instance like Mara would have to name a movie that the actor is in.
And then you got to
Then
name another
Bibbs,
actor in that movie.
and then you have to name another actor.
Yeah.
Then I have to name
Yeah.
another movie that person was in.
Yeah. Well, I actually
So
do the like a hard mode version of that where you skip the movie. So let's say, for example, you picked Oscar Isaac, and I would say Carrie Mulligan. And if you don't think I'm making that up, you move on. But basically, if you think I'm wrong, you can challenge, and I would say, they were in Inside Llewyn Davis together.
By the way,
That's hard mode. That's
the one really fun one, and I honestly don't think we ever would have stopped. We spent like an hour and a half, and it was so long that we all had to remember it together. But we did the thing where it's like, okay, you think of a movie, and then someone has to connect other movies to it, either in front of or in back by a common word or sound.
Oh yeah.
And it was so long, and we never would have stopped. It just kept going. I honestly don't think we ever would have stopped playing. I was so impressed because, I mean, when you have Sam, Rachel, and Dan in the car, and I'm along, I was there. But the three of them were just like insane. It was so fun to behold, and I did help.
By the way, the game that the filmography game that we're talking about, as near as I can tell, its earliest incarnation actually stems from the movie Hideaway, starring Jeff Goldblum and Alicia Silverstone. So
I need to watch that promptly.
it was written by Andrew Kevin Walker, who wrote Seven. It was from the director of Lawnmower Man, and it's based on a novel by Dean Koontz.
Lawnmower Man. Oh man,
Yeah.
I've
What
seen
is
that movie
this?
a lot.
You never heard of Lawnmower Man? Lawnmower Man is a movie that was ostensibly based on a Stephen King story, but they changed everything but the title, so he sued and got his name taken off of it. But it stars Jeff Fahey as a gardener with a very low IQ who was experimented on by Pierce Brosnan using virtual reality, making him super intelligent, but then also making him a super intelligent godlike computer being. Who uses early CGI to destroy people who hurt him when he was a person, and then he downloads himself into the internet, and he's going to destroy the world using the internet in like 1991.
Wow.
It's really weird, and it was weird at the time. And if you're watching it for the first time now, it's probably only going to get weirder. So I do recommend in that case see the director's cut because it makes way more sense. Like they cut a lot of stuff out of it. But it's not good, but it makes more sense. So that's at least a bonus.
Got it.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, if we want to try this filmography game, who do we want to go with?
Someone with a long career. I don't know. Mara, you pick.
Hold on, I'm actually importing something. So Trevor, you can choose.
All right, Trevor, you choose.
I can choose. Let's go with who do I want to go with? Let's go with
Trevor. I have to show this to you really quick.
Okay.
By the way, I read an article that Lawnmower Man is getting a 4K release. Don't know if it's true, but I just saw the headline. This is what this movie looks like.
That's pretty great. That's actually one of the better looking shots too.
Yeah.
It's one of the better looking shots in the movie.
Wait.
Yeah.
Oh no.
That's what the CG looked like in like the early
I'm not
90s.
joking, Trevor. It's
That's
amazing.
what we had. That's what we had.
In 1992.
Yeah.
I'm terrified.
If you enjoyed any CG movie, you should thank Lawnmower Man.
Yep.
Okay.
For better or worse.
I'll go. Who do I want to go with? I'll go with a recent Best Actress winner, Frances McDormand.
Oh my!
Coming from a movie from one of my favorite directors, Chloe Zhao.
Awesome. Well, I guess you're starting with Nomadland then, or you're saying
I'll start.
You're
with
starting with
Nomadland.
Francis. You're starting with Nomadland. So I need to pick someone else who's in Nomadland.
Or no, so we're just going around and saying like trying to name as many Frances McDormand movies.
Oh, so we're just naming her movies. Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. Transformers: Dark of the Moon.
Oh, that is an excellent choice. I'm going to go with the incredibly obvious Fargo.
Oh, yeah.
I'll say 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
Darkman.
Oh,
You're just going with all the
all the
deep
inner
cuts.
geekdom movies, man.
Is that a deep cut now? My God, what happened to me?
This is not an actress that I'm super familiar with, so this is gonna get rough real quick. Crap. I know I've seen other movies with her in them. Pass. I just don't know her filmography at all.
All right, Trevor, it's you and me, buddy. We got to do this. Let's make it fit. Let's speed it up. Rapid fire.
All right. My other favorite director, aside from Greta Gerwig, Wes Anderson. I'll go with The French Dispatch.
Okay. But it was Raising Arizona.
Almost Famous.
I was almost in that movie. I auditioned for the lead role and I got a call back, and I bombed it. It was really bad. Sorry, Wistful. Was North Country.
Hail Caesar.
Oh, I've actually seen that one. Dang it. I hadn't seen any of the other movies we said until that one. Shoot.
All right. Blood Simple.
I'll go with another Wes Anderson, Isle of Dogs.
There you go. Wait, which other Wes Anderson? When did you say? French Dispatch?
Yeah.
All right. Moonrise Kingdom.
There's the last one.
Oh, I totally forgot she was in that.
Isn't she in The Good Dinosaur?
I think you're right, but I'm not 100% on that.
Sure.
Mara, you look that up for us?
Yes, I will look that up.
Because I don't want to continue if that's wrong.
Yes.
I want to earn my kill.
I am a minor. I'd be careful about how you phrase that.
Oh, okay. I apologize. I want to earn my respectful defeat.
There we go.
Yes,
there we go.
He's Mama Ida.
Okay. Well, there you go.
Okay.
Let's see here. Primal Fear.
Nice. Are we counting films that have not yet been released?
No.
Okay. So no Tragedy of Macbeth.
Doesn't count.
In which case I will say Barton Fink.
Okay. Burn After Reading.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
I might be done.
I'm running low too. I've got to be honest.
I
feel like you have to have a headshot after this, where if the other person gets it wrong, you got to get one more in order for it to count. It's like a proper.
Ooh, I like that idea.
Yeah.
We're gonna have you back.
Otherwise,
and do
we
this
just run
again
out.
because this is fun.
I don't have anything, so let's see if you can get something to land the kill.
Oh gosh, I'm looking at her filmography right now to see how many of her movies that have not been said that I've actually seen, and so far I see a whopping one.
Wow.
Her filmography is huge. I guess I've not seen any of her movies.
She's been in a lot, which is really taking. Probably she's in a small roles in a lot of stuff, so it's hard to
I have absolutely nothing, so
I'm trying to.
I'm not joking. Out of her entire filmography, besides the ones you said, the few I have seen, there's only one other movie in her 40 films or whatever that I've actually seen. Oh, I'm ashamed.
Honestly, I'm blanking out. Can you, Mark, what's the film you're thinking of?
The one that I was thinking of was Mississippi Burning.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
yeah.
I know I missed that.
Whoops.
Hey, this was awesome though. We got to do this one again.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Are we out of time? Do you got to go?
Sadly, yes, we do need to begin wrapping because I need to have this exact set up for something else in 18 minutes.
18 minutes.
Yeah.
So.
And I have to pee. But most importantly, though, let's thank our amazing guest, William Bibbiani, and shamelessly plug Salt Cat Soap one more time, please.
We got more
and
soaps.
Critically acclaimed and all the things.
We got glow-in-the-dark ghost soap, and it's still good for holidays for all your spooky friends. And we got a lot of holiday-themed soaps as well. We got soaps that look exactly like delicious macarons. We've got our Black Friday sale coming up soon. Then we're going to have these exclusive gold ornament soaps. We have lots of other cool ornament soaps. until then. We have gift sets. We're teaming up with another Etsy store that does really awesome, like Renaissance themed paper dolls. So we have like this fun thing going on there. We have a lot of cool products for sale. And of course, if you want to hear me talk about movies more, you can listen up on the Critically Acclaimed Network, which is a series of podcasts hosted by myself and Whitney Seibold. We're on Spotify. We're on a bunch of different places. And of course, we have a Patreon, which is patreon.com/critically acclaimed network.
Lots of things. Lots of great things.
We're being joined by some FCL royalty here.
Woo!
With Brennan Marr.
Brennan, you're a champ, and I respect the hell out of you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, Brennan. Appreciate it.
And yeah, Trevor seems like a really cool person. Thank you so much for joining me and for running me through the ringer with all this Frances McDormand business. You almost had me.
Yeah,
because
almost.
I spaced out too. Like I had one to go, and I was just like, ah!
Yeah. I
want to watch the rematch.
I'm looking at. I want to look while we're still here. I'm going to look at Frances McDormand's filmography, and I'm going to pick a movie where I'm just like, I should have known that.
While you're doing that, you guys can find me on Letterboxd at Trevor Matteson. My name. It's pretty self-explanatory. I watch a lot of movies. So.
Miss Pettigrew lives for a day. That's what I was thinking of.
That's
City by the Sea. That was the other one I was thinking of. I thought I was Meryl Streep for a minute, but now I realize I was thinking of Before and After. Dang it! Laurel Canyon, you jerk. The man who wasn't there. I knew that wasn't there. Madeline! She was Miss Clavel and Madeline. Paradise Road. I almost said Paradise Island. I would have been wrong. I knew that wasn't quite right. Lone Star. Oh my God, that's one of the best movies of the 90s. Oh my God.
Oh God, we broke him.
They're gonna kick me out of LAFCA for that. That's rough. Oh, geez. The Butcher's Wife. I actually have some affection for that film. Also, wow, she's uncredited in Barton Fink. So I don't know if that one should have counted, but good job on it, regardless.
I randomly remembered her name being attached.
Crime Wave. She's in Crime Wave. I was gonna say Crime Wave, but I'm like, she's not in Crime Wave. Crime Wave is Sam Raimi's second movie, which nobody ever talks about, but it's a broad, like Naked Gun style farce of like film noirs. There's some really amazing stuff in it, but it's just not that funny. But there's this incredible chase through a door factory where like this woman's running from like this like hitman, and she keeps running from one door to the next, closing the doors behind her as he keeps knocking down the doors. Just watch that scene on YouTube. It's incredible.
I'm thoroughly interested now.
Yeah.
You can also find me on YouTube at Trevor Matteson Talks Movies. I just put out a 20-minute, I guess you could call it a rant about Home Sweet Home Alone. So there's that exists.
I feel like we're definitely going to talk about that next week.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I have to watch that tonight. So yay! I will say this.
Sorry for you.
I've seen all 5 of the other Home Alone movies.
Me too.
5 is the good one.
No.
Yeah. 5 is the one that actually has a script that makes sense, strong characterizations throughout, pretty clever. As an adult, going back and revisiting the Home Alone 1 and 2, they're like nails on chalkboard to me. Kevin is such a monster.
Yes.
He's a terrible human being. Okay. In Home Alone 2, when he's just like, oh, hi, a person who works for next to nothing. Oh, you wanted a tip? Well, I'm going to mock you horribly for that. Yeah, you don't deserve a tip, you poor guy. And I'm just like, what the hell, Kevin? Jeez. You come from a really rich family. You're just going to flaunt it like this? No wonder you're friends with Trump. Like, what the hell? Jeez, he's a nasty work, that Kevin. My God.
I will say, I thought that everybody in the new Home Alone, like all of the characters, seemed like terrible people. So.
Yeah. Well, how about this? Kevin's like, oh, hi, bird lady. Hey, Merry Christmas. I got you these little things. Cool. Yeah. Did you want to come into the hotel and get warm with the family? And I don't know, maybe like take a shower or whatever and have a nice life? He does not say that. He just leaves her out there. Like a jerk. Like a jerk, that Kevin. He's a monster.
Actually, that reminds me. Next week, I'm going to plug like, let's be honest, we're not big enough to have sponsors. It won't be sponsored. But like, I'm going to plug this business called The Giving Keys, since it is about to be gift giving season, because one of their missions is they employ people and help them transition out of homelessness that make all of their jewelry. So
great.
next week I'll be plugging that.
That's awesome. Cool.
Very anti-Kevin McAllister.
Oh yeah, actually
Kevin,
my earrings are
Kevin's
from
evil.
The Giving Keys. They're little tiny black titanium keys.
That's really cool.
Nice.
Sorry, I was really close to the microphone there.
No, it's fine. It wasn't nearly. I don't know why you thought that was bad. You were fine.
It wasn't that bad.
Yeah. All right.
Well, on that really awkward note, thank you again, everyone, so much for watching. This was a really great episode. We're going to have Bibbiani back if he doesn't absolutely refuse. And we'll see you guys this time. Oh, no, I'm sorry. This time as in 10 minutes from now in a week, next week.
Yes.
Bye.
Bye.